boys and girls, it's Colin back again for morning assembly, and today we're going to meet Margaret. Margaret is a former Lord Mayor of ABC Council, Armagh, Banbridge and Craigavon Council, and we're going to learn all about what it means to be the Mayor, the Lord Mayor, and wear your nice robe and visit lots of places. Before that, do you recognise Armagh? Fireworks display in Armagh? Is that Armagh City? Let's sing Light of the World.
Searching for an answer, a ray of hope in a hopeless world. Who can we turn to? Where is our rescue? There is someone, he's the answer. He's the light and he'll light the way. His name is Jesus, and he came to save us. He is the light, 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 light of the world, and he shines, shines, shines all over the earth, shining bright, bright, bright. He is the light of the world. He is the light, 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 light of the world, and he shines, shines, shines all over the earth, shining bright, bright, bright. He is the light of the world. Searching for an answer, a ray of hope in a hopeless world. Who can we turn to? Where is our rescue? There is someone, he's the answer. He's the light and he'll light the way. His name is Jesus, and he came to save us. He is the light, 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 light of the world, and he shines, shines, shines all over the earth, shining bright, bright, bright. He is the light of the world. He is the light, 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 light of the world, and he shines, shines, shines all over the earth, shining bright, bright, bright. He is the light of the light, 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 light of the world, and he shines, shines, shines all over the earth, shining bright, bright, bright. He is the light of the world.
Fireworks, ABC Council. No, it's not. I thought it was. Margaret, we're delighted to have you with us today, and we're going to find out all about what it means to be a Lord Mayor. Good day, boys and girls. I am somewhere, you would probably have no idea where I am right now, but this is Margaret. Margaret, will you please tell the children your official title?
Good morning, Colin. My official title is quite a long one. I am the Lord Mayor of Armagh City, Banbridge and Craigavon Council, Alderman Margaret Tinsley.
Wow, that is a mouthful.
Isn't it? You wouldn't like to be introducing me too often.
No, I just couldn't. No, I wouldn't. And what is the Lord Mayor? What is your responsibility or job?
Well, can I say hello to the boys and girls first of all, Colin?
Yes.
Good morning, boys and girls. And I'm just going to talk to Colin today a little bit about being the Lord Mayor. The Lord Mayor is selected by the 41. There's 41 councillors here, and every single June there's a new Lord Mayor comes into office, and I came into office last June, and I am serving for 1 year. And what I do is I go out into the community and I represent the council, whether that's visiting a business, bringing over people from overseas and hosting them, or hosting people that have had special recognition for civic receptions. That could be somebody that has excelled in the sporting or excelled in school, are excelled within any kind of voluntary capacity, and I have the honour of bringing them in and recognising that.
Wow.
Also go into the community, Colin, and go into schools and meet all of our constituents. Anything that the council would like me to go out and represent them for.
And whenever you go out from day to day, do you know where you're going to be a week in advance, or is it day to day?
Sometimes things are scheduled into the diary. So we scheduled this in about 2 or 3 weeks ago. But then there was things this week. Margaret, can you squeeze this in? Can you squeeze that in? And as long as I don't keep anybody late, because I don't like to be late. Now, Colin, you don't like, I can't cope with being late for anybody. So as long as I'm not going to be late for anybody, then I will always try to fill the day as best I can.
And is it morning, afternoons, evenings?
All the days. It's 6 days a week, but on the Lord's Day, because I'm a Christian, as you know, all I will do is church services, and that's all I will attend as the Lord Mayor representing. I don't go to family fun days or anything like that, because I just believe that it's the Lord's Day. And
being a Christian, Margaret, has that helped you being a Lord Mayor?
Well, it certainly has helped me to trust in the Lord this past year. My favourite verse of scripture, Colin, when I came into office was, only fear the Lord and serve him in truth with all your heart. For consider how great things he hath done for you. And I remember that every single morning, especially when I'm getting up. And Colin, sometimes it's a late night and an early start the next morning, and I'll go, consider how great things he hath done for you, that I can go out into the community and serve him in a small way.
And have you to make speeches everywhere you go?
Yes.
In most places.
And Colin, I can normally speak easily enough.
Oh, yes.
But a wee bit like today, you get nervous. Because you want to make sure you get your message across to people, that you want to show your appreciation to them for all they've done. And so it's okay getting up and mumbling a few words, but you want to make sure that people know how much you appreciate them.
And have you a secretary who would write your script for you, or is that down to you?
Well, Colin, yes, there's a great team. There's a great Lord Mayor's office there, and they will set, but you know me, Colin.
Yeah.
You set your little bit on, don't you?
You
sort of score these words out, and you put your own wee slant on it. But they've got to know me now over the last 12 months as to how I would write things.
Over the last year or so, has there been a highlight that you can remember more than any other?
Do you know, Colin, everyone has asked me that. And I have to honestly say I have enjoyed everything. Every single thing, whether it was going in and recognising the volunteers who are the hub of our community, or going in and seeing what a wee school group is doing, or anything at all. I have enjoyed everything. I did have the honour of conferring the freedom of the borough to Gloria Honeyford. That was tremendously special, and that was just about a week before I went out of I've gone out of office. But honestly, Colin, I've enjoyed everything.
And where's this room we're sitting in at the moment? There's lots of seats and names.
This is the council chamber. So once a month we hold a full council meeting, and all 41 councillors are present. I have to chair that meeting. You are the chief executive, you're the money man at the minute, Colin, you're the man with the big money. And so then this is where the Deputy Lord Mayor would sit, and all our council officers, heads of department are here. And we've also got a legal team that if there's any issues arising that we need clarification on. So I decide who's going to speak, how long you can speak for, and when you've had enough. And Colin, if I don't like what you've got to say, we'll bang the gavel, and that's enough.
That hammer means stop talking?
Yes, that's like you controlling the school assemblies.
A hammer? And have you ever had to use the hammer?
Once.
Once, yeah.
Once.
And what happens does people ever argue with each other or disagree?
Theoretically, what has to happen is if you want to raise a point, you have to go through the Lord Mayor. So you have to indicate to speak. So sometimes, someone will say something a little bit controversial, and then there'll be a bit of mumbling. And it was on that occasion when you hit the gavel and you just say, members, respect.
That's members' respect. That's really good. Margaret, what's this? Sorry for saying this, but all I can think of Santa Claus. What are these clothes?
This is our ceremonial gown. Now, I don't wear this at every council meeting, Colin. We basically wear this on ceremonial occasions. That is, whenever there's a very special occasion, like, for instance, laying the wreaths at the cenotaph on Remembrance Sunday. This is worn then. And so this is the ceremonial Lord Mayor's gown.
And the chain?
The chain is worn at every single event that I attend as Lord Mayor. Whenever I come into office, I had the choice of the Armagh, Banbridge and Craigavon chain. I chose the Armagh chain because this was actually gifted from the Royal Fusiliers Museum. So there's actually quite a lot of history towards the Second and the First World War, and also our military. And as you know, we have a connection to that.
Yeah.
So that was one of the reasons I chose the Armagh chain.
Have you ever lost it? The way people lose their glasses? Have you ever lost your...
Colin, if I even had lost it, I wouldn't admit that I had lost it.
Yeah.
I would get into trouble. But
course.
no, truthfully, I haven't. I
Yeah.
haven't lost it.
Margaret, have you ever had to represent Northern Ireland internationally?
Yes, just about 3 weeks ago, I was in the Netherlands. And I was represented the council there. Last week, I was at a trade delegation in London, where I got to represent the council there. So yes, and there's been many other occasions too.
Do you travel lots of miles then?
Lots of miles, but that's mainly through the ABC area, Armagh, Banbridge and Craigavon area. So this morning I could have been in Rathryland, this afternoon I could be in Craigavon, then I could be in Katy. So that's quite a lot of miles.
So to be a Lord Mayor, can you leave school and become a Lord Mayor, or what's the procedure?
Well, it's quite a long process, but to keep it very brief, Colin, you have to be elected first of all to become a councillor. And then your political party has to get enough seats in the chamber for you then to actually be in the running to be Lord Mayor. And then because we have 13 members in the DUP, we then have 13 members wanting to be Lord Mayor. But they'll put their name forward and we'll decide. But I have to say, I'm the only girl in our group, and they were all very respectful. When I put my name forward, they all fully supported me, and for that I'm very, very grateful.
And if there's a boy or girl watching and they would love to be a councillor or even a Lord Mayor someday, would you recommend that?
Well, what they have to do, Colin, is they have to get involved in their school council. Most of the schools you would go into, when they go into primary 5, 6 and 7, they have school councils. And I've hosted quite a number of school councils here across the ABC area. And many of the boys and girls have actually been in here wearing this gown, banging the gavel and saying, but you know what they want to do? No homework, Colin. Do you support that?
Absolutely.
So do I.
Bang, bang, bang.
I support no homework, boys and girls. No homework.
That's super duper. So once a year's up, can you stay for another year, or is it somebody else's turn?
No, unfortunately not, Colin. There's another political party comes in June, and they'll serve to the following June. And again, it all depends on the number of seats that you get in the chamber, determines whether or not your party gets to run again. But as I already said to you, we have 13 members. So I'm only one of 13 members. Yeah. So God willing, next June, when we will become Lord Mayor again, then there'll be someone new coming in.
Is politics something children are interested in, do you think, as a child, as primary school?
Obviously, in primary school, their simplicity of politics is different. They're actually very keen to understand about recycling and so on. But then, obviously, as you go into the high school, it gets a little bit more political and
detailed.
More detailed. Yeah.
Wonderful. Margaret, our time is really, really up. I'm trying to remember your full title. Will you tell the children again? I can't remember.
Oh my goodness, children. So I am Lord Mayor Alderman Margaret Tinsley of Armagh City, Banbridge and Craigavon Council. And if you see me out and about without this chain now, will you make sure you say hello?
But Margaret, you also love singing. I'm not asking you to sing, but you do like singing.
Thank goodness for that.
Do you enjoy listen to children singing?
Love it. I actually was in a school with the education minister there this week, and Killigamane Junior High School, they sang their school choir. So I was sitting singing away to their school choir. It was beautiful. Have
you a favourite song? It might come to your mind, not to sing, just to listen to.
Oh, Colin, now you've really stumped me. Now, you didn't warn me about this one. I have so many. I love seeing the children singing. What's the ones you sing at the camp that I absolutely love?
All is for me. God is for me.
What is the one? Oh, I can't remember.
All my life?
Oh, I can't. All my life you have been faithful.
Yeah.
All my life you have been faithful. All my life you have been so, so good.
So good. Yeah.
And actually, I've brought that out quite a few times in the palace when I've hosted visitors, telling visitors how I came into politics. But initially, that was on the back of being a Christian and serving in the community and being asked to come in to the council. And I came into the council because of community and the Lord.
Thank you. So Christians can be councillors, become Lord Mayor and still be faithful to God? Absolutely,
100%. And I just hope and pray that I have proved that throughout my mayoral year, that my number one thing was in the year that I asked people to pray for was that I never let the Lord down, and that He would give me the wisdom and the health to carry through. And I just trust that, you know, I have served the Lord this year in that role, because as that verse of scripture says, He has been so, so good.
Boys and girls, if you notice, Margaret has the same surname as me, because lots of places I go to say, do you know Margaret Tinsley, which is actually married to my older brother. So that's a connection. Margaret, really enjoyed chatting with you today. Really, really good. And Margaret is a really good singer as well. She's not going to sing today, but I've heard her over the years. So, boys and girls, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Boys and girls, thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Margaret, very much for that. Really enjoyed it, learning about what it means to be a mayor, a Lord Mayor of a council, and all the different types of engagements that you do. Let's finish with a song now, called The Good Song, based on Psalm 34, verse 10. The lions may grow weak and hungry. The lions may grow weak and hungry.
The lions may grow weak and hungry. The lions may grow weak and hungry. But those who seek the Lord lack no good thing. The lions may grow weak and hungry. The lions may grow weak and hungry. Yeah, yeah. The lions may grow weak and hungry. But those who seek the Lord lack no good thing. Hey.
All things.
All things work together for the good of those who love the Lord. Yes, all things work together for the good of those who love the Lord.
Lions.
All things work together for the good of those who love the Lord. Yes, all things work together for the good of those who love the Lord.
And again.
All things work together for the lions who love the Lord. Yes, all things work together for the good of those who love the Lord. All things work together for the good of those who love the Lord. Oh yeah!
Listen for it.
Psalms 34, 10. 34, 10.
Margaret, thanks very much for taking the time to explain what your year was like being the Lord Mayor of ABC Council. Boys and girls, that's all for today. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.